Ian Justin, Gay. I am Justin, Gay. Hello, Gay. Hi, Craig. How's it going? Have you been on farming today?
The B point.
I've just been doing a little bit myself, but I've just come on to... Hiya, Tazzy. You alright? I think Mark's on Euro trucking. He just asked me if I was going Euro trucking, but I just fancied just relaxing with a bit of War Thunder. And how's the weather down in Oz? You been on streaming today, Tazzy? Hiya, Faith German. Hi, Christian. Oh, Christian, you can call me Neil. Nev was my nickname at work. Mark's dad. You know, anything you fancy, matey. As long as it's clean. Yeah, Tazzy. Yeah, good. I was feeling a bit dopey before there. I was doing a bit of farming on my own and nearly fell asleep, so I thought, no, it's about time I woke up and do a bit of chat. Ah, that's good. I hope it's a nice day for you. Yeah, I don't know if you heard. Did you go on live streaming today, Tazzy? Have you been on with Mark? Yeah, I love going on the mod hub. There's some cracking stuff on there. It's a shame in these kind of games you can't get that. Yeah, Christian, very good, buddy. Yeah, I'm loving the internet and being able to chat with people. It's like having a new lease of life. I hope you're well as well. Ah, okay, matey. What do you play, Tazzy, other than farming? I know you were saying you farmed since the right from the get-go. Do you have anything else that you like to play, or are you exclusive to? Sorry lads, I tend to concentrate once I'm in the thick of the action. Sorry about that. I'm trying to ignore chat there. Yeah, Christian, what do you play, buddy? Oh, right, okay, buddy. Yeah, you hadn't fancied going on with Mark, because I think he's ETSing now. Yeah, I had a good stream last night. Cheeky Monkey joined us just for a little bit. So we had a good drive around. It was really enjoyed it. There was no. Sometimes you go on there and it can be a bit laggy. I don't know how you find it yourself where you are, but it was very good. Another thing that surprised is getting into that. Just never ever thought I would. I enjoyed being on with Mark today, just starting a Dramad farm right from the beginning, with no money, you know, just what was on the farm, and that's quite interesting. That. Well, Christian, I don't know whether it was yourself asking me the other day. I have played World of Tanks, but I just can't get into it. Whether I've played this too much and the different gameplay sort of style, and also the tank models look different. Like on here, for argument's sake, the tanks look enormous to me, but yeah, on World of Tanks they look quite small when you're playing, and kind of puts me off a little bit. Still good though, and they've improved the sounds the last time I was on. But Armoured Warfare, I would say I play that instead of World of Tanks. I do like World of Warships, man. Although again, it's you just got to put the time in, haven't you, to get any good at it. How long have you been playing World of Tanks then, Christian? See, this kind of thing you can't get on World of Tanks, where you can just play a bit of both as well, where you can just do a bit of aeroplane, bit of tanks, you know, just... I wonder whether the World of Tanks will ever sort of combine things. I don't think so, with having the World of Warfare and World of Warships and that. Oh, 2 years on it, yeah, well. I think I've done slightly over that on here. I'm tempted to say nearly 3, I think. So, time flies past that, you know. We're very spoilt now with games though, so yeah, watch your Mark as well, yeah. Tell him I said hello. I think because on this War Thunder you buy like premium time to play, so you get more credits. So if you don't put the time in, I kind of lose my premium time as well. Yeah, I agree with you, Christian. Last time I was on, I think they just put the new sounds and things like that in. But again, once you put your money into something, you're pretty much stuck then, aren't you? You can't just back away. I've only spent a very, very small amount on it. Got a couple of very small... I don't know what tier they are, 3, tier sort of 3, 4 sort of tanks, but spoiled for choice. Again, another thing I was saying yesterday is missing from the World of Tanks is just no machine gun on any of the tanks or anything. It's the same in Armoured Warfare, no machine gun, quite miss it. But the sounds on this game are something else. I think if I went back on play World of Tanks just as a, well, it'd be me sort of starting as a basic new player, which is what I consider myself on there. Still keep learning on this mine, but they've just put some changes in this as well, which has improved it. I agree. You kind of beat a nice premium tank. What sort of level are you up to? Are you on top tier tanks as well? I just unlocked the Waffenträger yesterday on here. And that's a new tank to the game, but I think it's been in World of Tanks for ages. I got the little Valentine as a premium. I'm trying to think what else I've got. It's that long since I've logged in. Oh, 11 tier 10s, good going. Like it. I don't know whether you would agree if you were changing to sort of this this style. It would be kind of new to yourself, the way gameplay is and that. I don't know whether you would agree or not. We're certainly very lucky with the. It doesn't matter what you're playing. The other lads have been playing. I got my son got me into farm sim and Euro Truck and things like that, which I'm quite surprised as how much I enjoy it. Great bunch of lads as well, I must say. I was explaining to some of the farming lads, Christian, how in these war sort of based games you get quite a lot of bitching sometimes, you know, people accused of cheating and one thing and another. I don't know whether you get that in World of Tanks. You get it occasionally on here, but I never really know how they actually cheat. I don't even know how you could cheat on them, but you hear people being pretty abusive sometimes, which is a shame. Certainly don't get nothing like that on the farming. Although we still get people going in trying to spoil the games, which is a little bit sad, because I think Tazzy, you've been a victim of that a lot, Marcus, saying the trolls and things. Yeah, Christian, I mean, I'm just a fish out of water playing World of Tanks, and I watch people like Quickie Baby playing, and I don't know if you've got a channel yourself. If I watched yourself, it would be, you know, I certainly learn a lot from playing. But I've just joined up in a squadron for this, so I never really felt proficient enough before. So there's, I probably should have done it sooner, because there's a lot more help available. You know, that straight away I got offered, you know, what you're good at, what you're not good at. I don't know if you know. Yeah, the plane. Yeah, what was I going to say? Lost my train of thought. I do that quite a bit. Yeah, that's good, Tazzy. I say I never really got a chance to talk to you about it. I did mean to. I'm just absolutely gobsmacked when Mark says you get these trolls going and just ruin the game for everybody. It's unbelievable. You go to all that effort to put these servers up and pay for them, so we can all enjoy it, you know. And yeah, it's sad. I just don't know what to get out of it. If I knew there was a reason, or I could maybe understand it, you know. I really love the Tazzy. I've got, you know, I heard Mark talking on about it before, and even in the Euro Truck I've not had any bother. And it's quite astonishing that even in these war games that everybody can fall out. But Brian, when he brought that button box down for Mark, he was saying that they get that in, oh, what was he playing? Game, I don't know if it was not Battlefield. I can't remember what game he was playing. War-based game. He got annoyed and found himself swearing at the computer, which isn't good for your blood pressure. Yeah, it must be Tazzy. I'd be astonished if I found older people doing it. I'm just sad that even younger people don't know any better. Oh, what a shot. Silly boy. Nice one. I agree, Christian. I was just saying to Mark today, because we just started the farm off with no money. I don't know whether you've been on, and it was on Grenard, and of course I suddenly realised that you could get a troll going and spend all the money that we were trying to gather together from starting with nothing. Very interesting mind to start with nothing. I've not really done that myself, so I really didn't know what to do, so it's good to get the insight. And I forgot to ask him when he was on the phone there before whether he's left Grenard up on the server, just in case. But isn't it a shame though when you just can't leave something for everybody else to enjoy? And people like Williams, I think last week when Mark was here, he did 14 hours in one shift he'd done. Absolutely amazing. It's nice having a different type of game to play. I certainly found that with the farm.
I agree.
Right, the concentrate there. Oh, sorry about that, Christian. Do you have Farm Sim 15? Because Mark just got... I got it last week when Mark was down. I was staggered at how good the graphics were, because I hadn't really seen it before. And Mark was saying we should get one up on the server, a Farm Sim 15 one. I don't know whether you'd be interested in that yourself, mate. Well, how's the team going? I love flying around in these things. They just look... I can never get over how good they look. Mark likes the flying better. You got a flight stick in that, so you've got throttle and throttle and joystick, so he was just flying in the cockpit. He got really good at it. He's like that with his farming though. Oh, sorry, Christian. I assumed you might have had one of them. As I say, I was astonished myself. A hell of a crowd of lads get on, and completely different than the tank-based games. Yeah, he's good. Loves helping out, Mark. Yeah, if he wasn't my son, I'd still like him. Yeah, I mean, I want to keep trying to get on and help out with everyone. Tassie set the silent Scotty will have to get in and support him as well, because he's been in a couple of times on Mark's streams as well. So hasn't been on the server yet, I don't think, but at different time zones he works. He's America, so. Thanks, Christian. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of it about it. I just never thought. I don't know. Kind of, I'm embarrassed to say that I was poked a little bit of fun at Mark. Just, I wasn't taking the mickey. Like, I just had a little bit of dad and son fun, you know. But once I've got it, waited till it was down in price, and yeah, I'm absolutely hooked on it. Got better internet, of course, now. Right, okay. People keep asking, saying, Scotty, when you're going on Marks, but he normally comes on and has a bit of listen when he's waking up, the last couple of times I've been on, so. But of course, look at the time zone for you, Tassie. That must be, is it morning for you over there now? You must have logged some hours in though, Tassie. I was just thinking the other day when you said when you first started it was just a management base, management only format. So it set me thinking that you must have put some hours in if you combine all the farm sims together. Have you been up since 2 AM? Is that for a purpose to catch? Why have you been up so early, or if you don't mind me asking? I could understand you getting up if you were wanting to play with sort of the European, you know. Okay, this game I'm playing, the servers go fairly quiet, sort of after 12. So, yeah, 10 or so years, I remember you saying, Tassie, so imagine logging up, adding all the hours that you'll have put in over that time. Be amazing. I mean, I know Farm Sim 17 is going to look the best, but did you know, have you got a previous best one, you know, that made the biggest change the biggest changes came along. Like as you say, if you were only managing the farm before, and then obviously the first time you could drive a vehicle must have been incredible. I suppose that's, I'm just thinking about some of these army base games where you're just, is it a third person base game where you just control forces on the battlefield? Yeah, I mean, you know, as Mark's dad and hearing him talk about you and Fiona and everybody else that's helped him out, I'm absolutely blown away. Especially once he got started, you know, and I promised myself once the internet was good, I will do what I can. Yeah, it's really good that you think like that, you know, so and get up to so everybody else can get on your server. He certainly knows his stuff, that's for sure, on that farm.
Our victory is near.
I got that a bit wrong.
Attention to the map.
If I'm not careful, I'm going to get one in the backside. Yeah. That's not good. What a fool. Oh well. That tank will be burning when I get back. When you get an aeroplane, you get a fighter and a bomber, and your fighters are there to hopefully protect your bomber. So go on, go down, you bugger. Yeah, I was expecting that. Right, pull myself together. Must be strange, Tazzy, getting up that early on a morning though, unless you've, I presume you've been doing it for a long time. It's like doing the night shift, that. And does Fiona go on the same sort of time, or do you, is she always on your server with yourself, or does she go on her own server?
Attention to the map. Attack the A point.
That's really good, that. Yeah, I mean, that's incredible what... yeah, it's like a big farming family, isn't it? You know, everyone gets together and... Found that when you're on the farm, when everyone's working together, you know, you're starting off with, you know, and everyone just gets in and mucks on, and I didn't know what to do when I first went on. I was a little bit, didn't really want to mess up or something, you know. But very interesting. I've learnt loads, and nothing I learned from school. As I say, he certainly told us all about you to start with before he come round here and tell us how things were going, you know. I was obviously dead interested how he was getting on. And for so long he was, I don't know whether he told you, he was recording his episodes at home, bringing them over here so I could upload them for him. And if he went away up the road to Emma's, I think he had to go away for a week. I think he did a week's worth of episodes and left them all here for me. He was uploading them every day. So, yeah, he's put some time in, and I think you've got to though, haven't you? You know, just to... He's certainly doing his best as well, so... I mean, Brian said that straight away, that I don't know whether you've seen Brian's button boxes on Mark's rig, Tazzy, but very good. That's a shame, Tazzy. I can imagine, like, because it is heartbreaking. And yeah, I find it very hard. I must admit, when he was here for the fortnight, he had, I think he had 3 that I know of. He said he had one in my rig here, and he was frightened that he'd broken, like, my keyboard tray and all that, which doesn't bother me. As you imagine, it's only bits of wood. But He had one in his room next door, and he hit the wardrobe. Took a lot of skin off his shoulder. But yeah, it is upsetting. I think his mum still struggles with it, as you can imagine. But he hates me. He hates you just saying, "I'll, you know, be careful and all that." But you have your heart in your mouth half the time. But he, bless him, he just wants to get on. I think that's what's so good about seeing him actually online, you know, something to get his teeth stuck into, because, you know, he's only a young lad, like, for being sort of stuck at home for so long. Oh, we're in danger of losing. I can imagine, Tazzy. I mean, can't thank you enough for that kind of support for him, because it's an awful thing to watch. And yet one day he was telling us he'd fallen down not far from where he was living, and fallen down in the road. I think he'd fallen down on the footpath. Oh, I can't remember where it was, but everyone just walked, stepping over him and walking past him, you know. So and I don't know if he told you, he'd even been doing a little bit of cycling before we moved. He'd been out on my mountain bike and stuff like that, which I don't know how, but yeah, he just gets on. You got any children, Tazzy? One of them things when you've got kids, though, you'd rather have it yourself, you know, whatever's wrong with them, and but absolutely fantastic seeing him on his server and chatting with everybody. And remember some people saying, like his friends, you know, it's alright for you, you're at home all day, but when you know what he deals with, it's they wouldn't swap him. Oh wow. Well, that'll make for a busy Christmas when when you all get together. What kind of ages are they? Are they all school age or left school or? Oh, come on, blow up.
Our victory is here.
So where? Oh, lucky. One sorting out. Come on, blow up. About time. Oh, between 5 and 24 years. That's a hell of a wide. Yeah, well done you. Yeah, I mean we only had two ourselves, girl and a boy, and yeah, I bet she's got a purple truck as well. Actually, I think she has. I think Mark showed me it. I'm pretty sure he did. Yeah, he does think the world of you both. He does. I can tell you that because he's not listening. Although he would tell you to your face anyway. I've just been absolutely raped there. That's what I would call that. Viciously assaulted. So will you do a lot of streaming today, Tazzy and Fiona? Do you know, how long do you get in during the day on the farming? Or ETS? Do you do American truck as well? Because I know Silent Scotty has got American truck and Mark's got American truck. I've not got it yet, so. Yeah. Oh, that's right. Sorry, I remember now where Mark saying what you did. Yeah, I can imagine you won't have any time at all. See if I can go and help my team out. I love this game for being able to, you know, help somebody out that's in trouble, or try. Yeah, just being able to make a difference to your team. Right, yeah. I mean, when I was looking through your channel there, you have got an awful lot of content, which is good. Yeah, just nice to be able to associate with people that Mark's been talking about as well. So, kind of feel like I knew you before because of Mark chatting and that. One of these games as well can be so frustrating. Not like that, but if your team won't help everybody. I have to try and get American Truck Sim. Well, I don't have to try and get it. I mean, obviously it can. I got Farm Sim when it was. God, it was next to nothing. I couldn't. It was embarrassing how much it was. It was on a half price. I did the same with Truck Sim as well. I love it if they're falling sort of £10-ish or something like that, you know. But this is the most expensive game I've got. Spent the most money on. That and iRacing, which I just never really got the use out of. Right, let's get down to business. Come on. Come on, lads. Help out. Wow. Another failure. Hello, country boy. Yeah, very good. Just supposed to be relaxing, playing a bit of War Thunder, but I find I play Farm Sim for relaxation now. This can be so frustrating sometimes. Hello, Longford lad. How are you today? I hope you're all well. Have you been on with Mark? Not sure whether he's still Euro trucking. I think Fiona. I've been told Fiona's looking for him, so. Well, lost that one, so can't win them all. Second in my team, so can't do any better, can you? Oh, thanks, Country Boy. I really appreciate that. Yeah. I just, when I was talking to, well, I say once I got me better internet, I just thought it'd be just a little bit different. May as well add a little bit to my channel. It was already, my channel's laid dormant for, well, neck under 5 years now. Never, since I stopped being able to use my RC tanks, you know, they just got put away, and that was the end of that. So it was a bit, and I found this game which seemed to replace what I was doing before with the outdoors sort of part of our lives, you know. So it just shows you there's always something there to compensate. I mean, Mark, to be fair, I felt a bit bad because Mark caught up with us and said he was going Euro trucking. Did I want to go? Well, did a bit of Euro trucking last night after sort of 11 o'clock-ish, and I just did a bit of farming today with him, but I just didn't fancy the sort of the Euro truck tonight. I just wanted to sit and mess about with this. I want a couple of other driving games I like to sort of just have a bit blast about on as well, so not that I don't like Euro truck, and I do like the Euro truck, but it's not one of them sort of you can just pop on for 5 minutes and then just disappear again, you know. Yeah, Country Boy, that's a nail on the head. Just having fun. I said that's what I found about Farmston, where it's just totally different online than I could have imagined it being. I don't know what I did imagine, don't get me wrong, but it's totally different. Just the way everyone helps everybody, and just a good, like a family atmosphere, really. Hello Riley, how we doing? How's it going, buddy? Hope you're well tonight. What you're playing, what you're drinking, what you're eating, everybody. Oh. Silly boy. Ah. Thanks, Longford.
Attention to the designated grid square.
Absolutely made up for that. That's... Yeah, I don't know why when I started this game, when I started playing this, I did get very frustrated playing it, but I don't get that anymore since I sort of kind of learned how to play. But I don't know, anybody starting it could possibly be very frustrating, or getting to grips with it. Lads are so fast at playing, so quick, and I find them a bit slow in the head. Playing Farmston is great because you can just potter along. Everyone can laugh at how bad I can be, but oh, come off it. Well, no, I really appreciate it, and appreciate all the help everyone sends over to Mark, and absolutely blown away by everyone who goes on to support Mark. And so I know he worried about getting a sort of a server, because you don't know, you know, you're going to get anybody on it, or how is it going to be, but I think it's the best thing he's done, to be honest. What have you been doing tonight, Longford? Have you been on farming, or have you been on anything particular? And what do you play, Riley? Do you all just play one thing, or several things? Yeah, I really appreciate that. I mean, primarily, I didn't want to sort of start putting farm on myself. If I go on, I want to go on with Mark, you know, and just support Mark as much as possible. I'll probably catch up with him later on, sometime, you know. And it's so relaxing though. I mean, to be fair, I was just saying to Tazzy in that Euro truck, I find just the same. Because we had Cheeky Monkey on last night with us, and we just potted on around. It was great. Ping was fine and all that kind of carry on. That can be a really bad game if you've got the stutter, a bit like you get in the farm, but when you crash into people, your truck gets destroyed, which if you're trying to go a long way, it can be that can be a little bit annoying, but very clever though. I wish they could combine the two, you know, Euro truck or American truck along with the farming, so you're actually dropping things off when people buy stuff, you know, to supply the shop and things like that. You see people drive past in the truck through the little villages and things, you know. Just how my mind works. Just been talking about that, Longford. About this trolling. Mark had said Tazzy and Fiona had quite a lot of it. And that, oh, just the worst of the worst, that kind of thing. Because I don't know if you heard, Mark started a new farm today that he put up on Dramard, so it's just started with no money, which was everyone, you know, a couple of hours and you know, getting tractors for everybody and one thing and another, you know. And I said, what if someone comes along and just trolls the farm? Well, can they spend all of the money? He said, well, yeah, it's possible. I just can't believe it. It's just so sad, isn't it, you know, that you can... Tazzy thinks it's probably more the younger generation. I don't know. Makes you wonder. I was saying to Mark, it's a shame you can't find these lads and ban them, but he says the problem is they just log in again under another name and start again.
Our victory is here.
That's the only good thing about this kind of game, where you don't really get that. You know, it's just with it being a team-based thing, you can. And if you're not enjoying it, you just switch it off. Yeah, I mean, I don't like calling anyone low life, but I've got to agree with you because I just can't see any rhyme or reason for it. It's just it's like when you were kids and someone would take the ball home. That's my ball, yeah, and I'm going in. And especially when people are paying to have these servers up, and then you know, for their benefit as well. I just wish they'd have the bottle to sort of announce who they were, and round a heavy attack. The only thing when you've got to concentrate and then look up at... Right, let's go. Yep, go on the attack. Take that. Oh yeah, Longford. I mean, thankfully I never actually saw the messages because I'm afraid it would have put my blood pressure up a little bit. But I think she did the right thing when she... Yeah, Riley, yeah, do shout out for absolutely anyone. I'm grateful for people stopping by for a chat. Ask us anything you want if it's clean. Yeah, I don't know if Mark had said what what Emma had done and sent the messages back to his mum. I thought that was very clever. Who do you want to shout out for, Riley Irvin? Do you want to just shout out for yourself? Where you are, where you're from? Yes, just happy to have a chat with everybody. Yes, Riley, no problem. Riley's brother Reese. He's doing my head in, asking. Okay, Riley's brother Reese, please don't do your brother's head in. Mark did it enough to me. Give him a break. At least give him a break till tomorrow. Let him get his strength back. Is it one of them brotherly love things? A love and hate relationship? Are you playing anything at the moment, Riley, or is he just generally doing your boxing? Oh, you're more than welcome, buddy. Come and talk to me, Reese. Do my head instead. Yeah, thanks, Longford. It's one of these. Oh, okay, Riley. I don't know whether you play this game or, you know, it might not be interesting to some, but as I say, it's just the game I've put the most time into. Totally enjoying my World of Tanks time, World of Tanks farm sim time with everybody as well, man, got to say. Yeah, Country Boy, it's Yeah, I don't know if you're interested. It's a free-to-play game, so it costs you absolutely no money at all to get started and just play. You just put your own time in, and you just get rewarded for what time you put in. But there is in-game content that you can buy. A bit like, I suppose you could liken it to DLC really, and
Another zone captured. We have the advantage.
yeah, a bit like DLC really. You pay a bit extra for premium tanks and stuff like that, you know, so that's what I chose to spend my money on. Yeah, Riley, I don't know if you look at the rest of my channel, me and Mark, we had large-scale remote control tanks. So if you look back in some of the older videos, you'll see about 5 years ago, I think was the last time I would have put anything on there. So yeah, we couldn't do that anymore for certain reasons, and I was at a bit of a dead end really. Mark had a couple of health problems, and you know, it wasn't much fun. So I started playing this, I think 2014, I think, and I think because it's the thing with the remote control tanks, you couldn't really do a lot with them. You couldn't fight with them. You could just go driving them around, but they were very hard to transport. But it was good fun showing them off and taking them to places and that, which was very good. But this, from a point of view of being able to actually use the tanks, and you know, all the different terrain, and look how beautiful the maps and that are. So from that aspect, I've really enjoyed it. I actually I painted a lot of the tanks for a group of friends I was with, so I really enjoyed doing the paintwork on them.
Allied forces have captured a zone.
So I think when I saw this game, I was just blown away by it, and I just thought that's exactly what I need to be playing. I was saying to someone earlier, I've tried playing Christian. I've tried playing World of Tanks, but just not my. It just didn't grab me as much as this one. If you start playing this game, you can play just planes if you want. There's just aeroplanes or just ground vehicles or the mixture like I play at the moment. Yeah, definitely, Longford. Yeah, you absolutely. Please let me know if it was going to cost. I don't want you spending an awful lot of money. I'll certainly reimburse you if necessary. So, yeah, I was showing our map. Yeah, I'll find a nice place for it to go. Oh, I actually play this game the most, and I play Armored Warfare a little bit, but now I'm playing Farm Sim just as much as really as I'm playing this, I would say. So I've done a couple of hours with Mark and the lads today, so I'd already got set up to play this, so I thought, oh, just sit back and chill out and do this. So I thought when I sat down, I thought, well, now I've got good internet, I may as well just put the stream on and see if there's anyone wanted to chat. Bit of a kick back and, you know, chill out with people. And think because I don't go drinking, I don't go to the pub or anything like that. So sometimes you can miss just having that general chatter that you would get. So and Mark's too busy to talk to his dad now. I'm just joking. Yeah, it's amazing you're sending us an aeroplane, because I don't know whether you knew I was that I was interested in this game at the time. Here's a question for you, Longford. If it's got no paint on, would you mind me painting it? There's a question for you. I noticed the picture you sent the other day. It had no... Yeah, thanks, country boy. Yeah, it's just like, I don't know whether you would agree, you just miss that sort of, I don't know, like communication with people, not like I sitting on the telephone, but you can sit playing and chatting with people. So I used to, that's all I would do with Mark before. I would be sitting for maybe a couple of hours and he's playing away doing his racing or whatever and I'm sitting there doing that. So, but we just didn't have the internet was terrible. You don't realise what it just such a massive difference. Having good internet. I take it you all have don't have a problem with the internet. But yeah, Longford, I was sorry, I got distracted there. I know you sent me a couple of pictures of the plane in just bare wood. I didn't know whether, if it was still in bare wood, whether you wanted me to varnish it or stain it, or whether you'd mind me painting it. And as I say, I can find somewhere on my rig to put it, so everyone can see. Oh, thanks very much. Yeah, as I say, I mean, some of the tanks looking. I think the tank on my homepage is a Chieftain, and I painted that one as well. So yeah, there's quite a few bits on. I have a big trouble standing for long periods now. Well, even for short periods sometimes, but I just couldn't. It's just something I couldn't do anymore, unfortunately. Such a shame when you have like hobbies that you've got to stop, but then I wouldn't have been doing this. So in one respect, like I was saying to Mark, you get something good out of something bad, really. Longford, you said, were you doing that plane as just a part of a project, or were you doing it just as in like a bit of fun for woodwork? When I took woodwork when I was at school, it was the only thing I got. Well, it's basically an O-level pass then. It was only a very low pass, but it was something. It's the only thing I got so I think it's the only thing I actually got me results for. But I did like woodwork, I must admit. And you don't realise it does stand you in good stead for when you've got your own home, because you're going to need to make stuff. And I made Mark's first rig and made all what I'm sitting in. This is all just scrap wood I'm sitting in. Although having said that, Mark got his he got that track racer, and his TV stand, the triple monitor stand, is very impressive. I must say, I would. He thinks he might be able to get me a small discount off one, and I'd be tempted to save up for that. That was certainly impressive. Ah, that was nice. At least someone trying to help me. That's what I was on about, teamwork, you know, when you get someone trying to help you. Yeah, he's actually on my team. He's a squad mate of mine as well, so... Ah, well done. Is it something that you're going to keep up with, woodwork? Or, you know, how did you find it yourself? I mean, I know when I was at school, some people just hated it, but because I struggled academic work, I love practical work. Checking on how my team was doing. Alright, let's see if I can cause some more trouble. Sorry. I can get myself into trouble, man, that's no problem. Oh, get down. Oh, I appear to be poorly. The spinny thing on the front's slowing down, that's not good. No. Oh yeah, well, like I say, you wouldn't think it at the time. I think Mark learned most things from myself because they spent that much time together. I think in his whole life he's learned more from me. I really struggled at school, Mark. It's amazing. I think the thing he probably got wrong the most for was talking, and that's, you know, if you think about him on his channel and talking, so just shows you. Go and help out. Go and support my teammate. No, I'm not. He's going down. Getting up the top of the list again. Oh. Stop looking and paid for it. Alright, what damage have I got? Must be good when you can actually say, you know, the actual teacher makes a massive difference. Gosh, going back to my early days, your teachers could physically assault you, so it wasn't much fun.
Attention to the map. I agree.
There's only be one left. It's safe to say we've won. God, 1:30 on a Friday. Is that normal then? So, not sure, again, show me age. Is that because if you're in a certain year? 1:30. Poor. That's incredible. Oh, sorry, I haven't read that wrong. Yeah, so during the week you do like we used to do in the factory I first worked at. You did a little bit longer every day, so you got that early finish on a Friday. Well, that's handy. That's a good idea, that. Of course, you've just had your 6 weeks as well. You'd only be a few weeks back at school. Up in Scotland, they break up for school 2 weeks before the English, which we found strange when we came up here. Main thing is enjoying it. It's if you can enjoy something, you'll certainly do better at it. Just hope there's a good job out there for you, buddy. There'll be one somewhere. Ah, right, okay, yeah. Any idea what you want to do when you've finished school? You know, when you've or you go to university or when you go to college, you know. Oh, Mark knew he just knew he just was going to get out of school, and that was it. So he's never looked back. I quite enjoyed just sitting there tonight. That's been good.
Yes!
I thought whenever I sat down to play, I thought I may as well just turn on the live stream and see who's kicking about for chat. Aye, okay, Tazzy. Thanks for stopping by, buddy, and give all my best to Fiona. And again, thanks for all your help with Mark. Aye, thanks, Tazzy. Just try my best, just to chill out and kick about with people and try and get to know everybody. Cheers, buddy. Just amazing, people from all over the world, all either playing games or watching the internet, and wonder what we'd do without it. Nice. Right, let's see. Come on the corner. You know you want to. Oh, that's unreal. That's, no way. No way. Come on, reload. Oh, joking. Come on, quickly. Oh, thank you. Oh,
Mercy.
save my bacon.
Allied forces have captured the zone.
Shout out there for saving me. That's when it works great, when you've got people who will try and help you out as well. Oh. Yeah, I should have stayed where I was, but may as well. You never know, anybody watching might be teased along to think they'll give it a try. A bit of war game, something different. There's that much out there. I was saying to Mark the other day, imagine if you just spent a couple hours on each game, there's not enough time in the day. No. Get off me. Get away. Yeah, go on mate, give him some. While I get repaired. Not done so well today. Well, the team hasn't done very well.
Allied forces have captured a zone.
Never mind. Keep going. What was that? Oh. One more left. Let's give it a...
The enemy is winning. We must counterattack.
See if I can shoot any planes down. It's awful when you lose them because you can get a little bit deflated and it's so easy just to give up. But I say you can't win everything. There's some really good players about there. Always surprises me. Gonna finish this game and then go and get a drink and a cup of coffee and possibly catch up with number one son, see what he's been up to. Hope he's had a good ETS drive out. Maybe check on the server and see what the farm's looking like as well. Amazing to think that everyone playing, always amazing me anyway, just everyone sitting at some kind of computer or computer desk or, you know, laptop and they're all playing away and happily. I can't believe we've pulled that back, but we can still lose. Yeah, go cap here. It's that close. If someone else in our team gets killed, I think that would do. Oh, go on.
Well done.
Yeah, I was just saying before, I could have actually given up before and just thought, I'm not going to bother. But just shows you. Team comes together and carries on playing. And I'm hoping to get in with my squadron to play a few tournaments either over the winter or something, which that'll be a big thing for myself because I've not, you know, you don't know how good you are against other people, but the only way to find out is to go and try. So I will be letting you know how that goes. Yeah, as I say, considering it's a free-to-play game, there's not much for free these. God, we've won. Crikey, can't believe it. That. What I want to end on now. Very surprised. Hi, Payne and Sons. Yeah, I'm just saying, Payne, well, didn't think we'd win that one, and I don't know whether you've just joined us, Payne. I'm just coming off because my wife goes to bed around this time, so I've got to be off by sort of 11 o'clock and go and sort of dog out and things like that. And I'm probably going to have a look around. I don't know whether you've been on the server today, Payne. Since I was last on anyway. I'm wondering how the Dramad Farm's doing with the money making going on. Hopefully, Mark wasn't sure whether he was going to leave it on or take it off to save getting trolled, so I'm not really sure what he's actually done. So yeah, okay, Payne. Yeah, just a bit chill out, buddy. I sat down and I was going to play. Mark said, was I going to play Euro Trucks, and I'd already planned just to sit and put a bit of time in on this because you know, I've got to play so much a day really, just to keep my figures up and things like that, you know. And I thought, well, I'll just switch my stream on, and if anyone wants to come along for a chat and just you know, a bit chill out, whatever they're doing, and better than just sitting on your own, isn't it? Now I've got the interwebs to do it, and so I felt a bit bad for not going on ETS with Mark. So I hope he's had a good trucking around. Like, I'm not sure where he's been. As I say, I'll go and sort the dog and things like that out, and then I'll probably give him a try after. And yeah, you're right. I think someone was saying before, what do I be in preferred call, and anything that's just nice. Get known as the dad on the farm until someone else, of course, comes along who's older. So I think you were saying your dad was 67. Ah, right, Mark's ending. Yeah, I mean, he likes to try and keep on for about 2 hours, and I can't believe. I don't know how long I've been on. Well, I wasn't really counting, to be honest. It was just a case I was going to sit down and play till roughly 11 o'clock when I've got to, you know, go and take dog and such like out. So I'm going to go and sort that out, and probably Mark might be around. I might give him a call, or he might have to go and talk to Emma actually, because I don't know if he's talked to her today. I shouldn't jive him about it. Well, as I say, I'm going to have to go, everybody. I'm afraid to love you and leave you, and you know, feel free to stop by anytime I'm on, and you know, just have a general chat, ask us anything. Just stop by for coffee, as I would think. So take care, everybody. I'll catching all my farming friends in the farming sim again, and everybody else who's just tuned in, welcome anytime. Catch you later.